So, funny story, contemplating starting a YouTube channel at age 53, 2025, in the age of AI, and kind of want to do it. I already have a YouTube channel. Excuse me. It's what we use to make money. It's worked really well. But I feel like AI may have an impact on it. I think the big challenge now is not can you or should you, but why? What even do you talk about? And that's been my big challenge. My previous YouTube channel, super easy. I just had a career for 20 years that I was kind of good at, and decided to start a YouTube channel, and because I felt like it was the best conduit for helping people, to help train people to do that work and to be good at it and to kind of reap the benefits and rewards that I got out of it. But in the age of, I don't know, I mean, Google's probably going to be having trouble because people aren't going to be really using Google to search anymore. They can just talk to AI. In fact, I just got on there. So I made steaks last night for my in-laws, and they were kind of chewy. And I cooked them in a sous vide from frozen, and then seared them off on the flat top. And they didn't turn out quite as tender as they usually do. I just asked AI explain the situation just like I just did. And it gave me some suggestions. So if you're gonna start a YouTube channel, what do you even talk about? In an age where any answer that you could possibly ever want for pretty much anything, you can get the answer to it in just a conversational chat, which is crazy. So if you're starting a YouTube channel from scratch and you're not quite sure what to talk about, what do you do? What do you talk about? How do you start it? I think there's a lot of good reasons to start a YouTube channel or to try to build some sort of a presence on social media. You could say that it's just a creative outlet and sort of a hobby. You could, the reason why I did it was to use it to promote a business, which it works really well for. Even without AI, we live in kind of a unique time in history where anybody, average Joe, average Jane, can pick up their phone, which is what this thing is, I'm holding in my hand, and basically reach through and touch people on the other side of the planet, pretty much for free. So the old paradigm, and I kind of harp on this a lot when I talk about marketing, the old paradigm where you had to spend 6 or 7 figures or even 8 figures to get your message out. You have to buy airtime, you have to pay for production services in order to make a commercial, writers, producers, videographers, all that stuff. And you got media sales on the network side. Sorry, going up the hill here. Lots of salaries, lots of money. It's very, very expensive. If you want to get your business, service, product in front of anybody's face, even at the local level. But in the past 20 years, 25, definitely in the past 15, that's changed. A guy who makes belts, leather belts in his garage, can sell them to people in Japan, completely cutting out any middleman, any media services, any network. All he's got to do is make some videos of himself making the product or wearing it, and somebody on the other side of the planet sees that and says, I want it. And then business is transacted. So to me, even if you have like a little bit of an entrepreneurial spirit and you just really want to have your own business, honestly, can't think of a better way to promote it than with social media and primarily YouTube. YouTube is a search engine, the second biggest search engine on the planet, although ChatGPT and all that may be making inroads into that. But it's owned by what's up to now been the biggest search engine on the planet, which is Google. So even if people are still searching things on ChatGPT, ChatGPT is still using Google and looking for websites and things like that and videos on YouTube. So all that to say, I can't think of a business that wouldn't benefit for marketing itself on YouTube, right? So to me, it's not that I should or shouldn't or can or could or couldn't or whatever, or even why. It's the what. What am I going to talk about? And ultimately, how would I monetize it? And there's a lot of different ways to monetize things, which I won't go super deep into. You can sell other people's stuff through doing affiliate sales, which is basically, if I have a camping and backpacking channel, then I sell somebody else's backpacks and tents, right? This video is sponsored by so-and-so. Use my coupon code, blah, 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 right? Or you don't have your own ads. You just use Google's ads or YouTube's ads. It's called AdSense. It's like before you watch this video, hopefully you didn't, but you might have seen some ad for Allstate Insurance or Ford pickup trucks or something like that, right? That's YouTube monetizing my content. You can also monetize your content by being sponsored through a brand deal to something that's maybe sort of relevant or related to what you do on your channel, like BetterHelp or Squarespace. All right, I could do an ad for those things and they pay me money. And the final one, well, there might be more, but the final main one is that you sell something that you made or that you offer, coaching, a digital course, a physical product like a belt, right? And with my current YouTube channel, I monetize with two of those ways. The main way by far, and it's not even close, is through selling my own coaching and training and mentorship programs. I made a decision early on, which I think was like the benefit of hindsight. I'm not going to do it again because I think there's pros and cons to it, but I think the cons outweigh the pros. And I actually 3 of those ways. So I had brand deals with companies that are in my industry for that channel. And then also affiliate sales for companies that serve that industry, that sell things and use my link at a discount and I get a little cut. The pros to doing that, or one pro, is that, well, there's a couple pros. You get some money, right? Not much, at least not in my industry or that industry. And you get a little bit of brand authority by linking your brand with some other like bigger brand whose stuff you're sort of selling. But I would say that probably accounts for maybe 15% the most of my annual revenue. The rest of it comes from selling my stuff. So in this new channel, whatever it ends up being about, I'm not going to monetize it with Google ads, right? So you're never going to see me making a video talking about how I've got such and such number of subscribers. What was it, 1,000 subscribers in 4,000 hours or something like that, or vice versa, before you can start getting AdSense money. My biggest year ever with AdSense, I think I made $6,000 the whole year, which, it's not nothing, but I think that the number of sales that I probably lost from people clicking off before the ad ends far exceeds $6,000, the amount of money that I get from AdSense. So I don't think it's worth it at all. And selling things for other people, through either sponsorships or affiliate sales, you have to dedicate a certain part of your content to talking about their stuff. And generally speaking, they're going to have a little bit of editorial oversight to one degree or another. You accidentally mention one of their competitors and you got to pull a video down because somebody saw it, or they don't want you swearing, which I don't do anyway. I mean, I do, but not on my channels, so on and so forth. So you have somebody looking over your shoulder, which I'm not doing it. The whole benefit of doing a YouTube channel and promoting any kind of business or entrepreneurial endeavor is that it's for me, right? It's for my audience, for me to serve my audience, find out what you guys need, and figure out a way to make some money from that so I can keep doing it, but it's got to be valuable.